Highly intelligent people often move through life differently, not because they think they're better than everyone else, but because they notice patterns. Most people never stop to question. Over time, they begin protecting their energy differently. They stop needing constant attention. They stop reacting to every opinion. They stop forcing themselves into places that quietly drain them. And the strange part is, many intelligent behaviors look cold, distant, or unusual to other people, especially in a world where impulsive reactions, constant validation, and emotional noise have become completely normal. Psychology shows that highly intelligent people often avoid behaviors that slowly damage emotional clarity and mental peace, not because they're perfect, but because experience taught them something important. Some habits quietly destroy your inner stability. And today, we're exploring 5 things highly intelligent people almost never do, even though most people do them every single day. 1. They don't constantly seek validation. Most people unconsciously depend on approval more than they realize. They check who viewed their story, wait for replies, overthink simple messages, feel emotionally affected when they're ignored. And slowly, their self-worth becomes connected to other people's reactions. But highly intelligent people eventually recognize something dangerous about this pattern. If your peace depends on constant validation, your emotions will always belong to other people. So instead of chasing approval everywhere, they begin building internal stability. They stop trying to impress everyone, stop needing every opinion to confirm their value, because they realize something most people learn very late. Being understood by a few people is far more valuable than being noticed by everyone. Psychology calls this internal validation, and it creates emotional independence. 2. They don't argue just to win. Most people react immediately when they feel challenged. They interrupt, defend themselves emotionally, try to prove they're right, turn conversations into competitions. But highly intelligent people notice something deeper. Many arguments are not actually about truth. They're emotional battles disguised as conversations. And once intelligent people recognize this, they stop wasting energy trying to win every disagreement. Because they understand. Some people are not listening to understand you. They are listening to protect their ego. So instead of reacting impulsively, intelligent people often become quieter, more observant. They ask themselves, will this conversation improve anything, or just emotionally exhaust me? Because protecting mental peace often matters more than proving a point. 3. They don't follow the crowd blindly. Most people absorb opinions automatically. They follow trends, repeat popular ideas, react emotionally because everyone else is reacting emotionally, even when something feels wrong internally. But highly intelligent people naturally pause before accepting things at face value, not because they want to be difficult, but because their minds constantly search for deeper patterns. Psychology shows that intelligent people often experience stronger analytical thinking and higher internal reflection. So instead of immediately reacting, they observe first. They notice contradictions, emotional manipulation, social pressure, hidden motives. This is why highly intelligent people sometimes appear distant in group settings. While everyone else reacts instantly, they are quietly thinking. And many intelligent people learn something uncomfortable very early. Crowds are not always driven by wisdom. Sometimes they're driven by emotion, insecurity, or fear. 4. They don't keep people around just to avoid loneliness. One of the hardest realizations intelligent people eventually face is that not every connection is healthy. Most people stay in emotionally draining relationships far too long because loneliness scares them. So they tolerate fake friendships, one-sided relationships, emotional manipulation, constant disrespect, just to avoid being alone. But highly intelligent people slowly realize something life-changing. Feeling lonely around the wrong people is far worse than physically being alone. And once they understand this, their standards change completely. They become more selective, more protective of their emotional energy. Not because they hate people, but because peace becomes more valuable than forced connection. This is why intelligent people are often misunderstood as distant. In reality, many of them simply became tired of relationships that only existed on the surface, because deep connection matters more to them than constant social access. 5. They don't let temporary emotions control their decisions. Most people make major decisions while emotionally overwhelmed. They react while angry, speak while hurt, leave impulsively, trust impulsively, destroy things impulsively, and later, they regret what emotions convinced them to do temporarily. But highly intelligent people learn to pause before reacting. Not because they don't feel emotions deeply. In fact, many intelligent people feel emotions more intensely than others. But instead of immediately obeying every emotion, they observe it first. They understand something most people ignore. Temporary emotions can create permanent consequences. So instead of reacting instantly, they sit with the emotion. They analyze it, question it, separate emotion from reality. And over time, this creates emotional control, clearer judgment, and stronger self-awareness. Because intelligence is not the absence of emotion. It's the ability to remain aware while emotions are happening. Highly intelligent people are not perfect. They still struggle, still overthink, still feel disconnected sometimes. But psychology shows that intelligence quietly changes behavior over time. It changes what you tolerate, who you trust, how you react, what drains you, what truly matters to you. And eventually, many intelligent people stop chasing noise completely because they realize something most people spend years trying to understand. A peaceful mind is more valuable than constant attention. And real intelligence is not about sounding smarter than everyone else. It's about becoming aware enough to stop living emotionally on autopilot. If this video spoke to you, comment, "Awareness changes everything," and subscribe to Inner Patterns for more emotional psychology and self-awareness videos.